What's up everybody, today I'm bringing you a cat makeup tutorial that was requested by a lovely subscriber, so this one's for you. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys want to find out how to achieve it, then please continue watching. Of course, we're going to start off with a clean face, and you guys know I always use my Mario Badescu facial spray with aloe, herbs, and rose water just to freshen up the skin and make it look dewy and natural and very clean. Moving on to MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot to prime my eyelids. This is going to make the eyeshadow last a lot longer and increase the opacity as well. I'm buffing that all over the lid as well as the lower lash line. Now I'm setting that with the Laura Mercier translucent powder in order for all of the eyeshadows to blend a lot easier, and it'll also help a lot with the longevity of the eyeshadow. So I pat that in with a setting brush from Real Techniques. Now I'm taking the Zulu palette by Juvia's Place, and I'm taking a dark, warm brown shade, and I'm applying that with a MAC 217 brush on the outer V of the eye. And you'll see me switch to the other eye simply because that brush that I used actually has some leftover black eyeshadow, so I kinda made it look a little bit more muddy than usual on that eye, but I fixed it, no worries. And what I'm doing here with my brush is just winging it out, so it kind of gives a, of course, cat eye effect, and just making sure to blend that shade because we do not want it to look muddy again because I messed up and used a black eyeshadow. I apologize once again. I'm gonna go ahead and take this shimmery champagne eyeshadow from the Magic palette by Juvia's Place, and I'm gonna apply that on the lid and blend it towards the middle and outer V, so it kind of creates a nice gradient between the champagne and the dark warm brown. So now I'm taking, I don't know what the eyeshadow name is, I apologize. But with a fluffy crease brush, I'm going to go ahead and apply that on the outer V and in the crease a little bit just to intensify the look and make it a little bit darker, and again, intensify that cat eye. I'm going to mix these two shades from a Morphe 35B palette. It's like a white and a very like café con leche shade, and I'm mixing the two to make the perfect brow bone highlight. And yeah, just sweep that right on the brow bone. Now I am lining my eyes with some black eyeshadow. I decided to use eyeshadow rather than the eyeliner because I feel like it's a lot softer and it's much easier to manipulate and move around rather than a felt tip or a liquid. If you're a beginner, I definitely recommend you using eyeshadow. I promise you it's a lot easier than it seems. Now I'm taking these Demi Wispy lashes from Ardell, my favorite lashes and the most affordable as well. I'm going to go ahead and apply some lash glue and, of course, as always, put it to the middle and then tuck the edges in. And it's crazy how much lashes make the biggest difference. Now I'm using Urban Decay's Perversion Mascara, and I'm going to be applying that on the top lashes. I want to get into the roots as much as possible, so that's why I'm blinking, as you can see. And I also look to the side in order to get the little inner corner eyelashes that typically one would miss out on. So let's go ahead and move on to the face for now. I'm going to go ahead and take the Aqua Rising Argan Gelato Steam Cream. It's a Korean moisturizer that has the longest name ever, and it's so good for the skin. I use it before foundation, concealer, all of that jazz because it makes the skin so soft, so dewy, and just awesome. Taking this Cover FX highlighter in, I think it's Moonstone, but I might be totally wrong. I'm going to go ahead and apply that where I would usually highlight, which would be above the brow bone, on the cheekbone, on the nose bridge, tip of the nose, Cupid's bow, and my chin, and just blend that all out. And the moisturizer is going to really help that blend and make it look as natural as possible. Taking the NYX First Base Primer Spray, I'm going to go ahead and spray my whole face with that. This is going to make our face a little bit tackier, and it's going to make our makeup last a lot longer as well. Taking the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow Foundation in 203 and a little tiny stippling brush from e.l.f. I like to buff it in small little circles in order for it to achieve, or for me to achieve, a very nice, dewy, healthy finish without it looking like I have a lot of foundation on. This is my favorite technique. Now I'm taking the NYX HD Photogenic Concealer and Kat Von D Lock-It Concealer. The Kat Von D is an L11 Neutral and the NYX one is an O2 Fair. These two are the perfect combination for my concealer because I feel like it creates the perfect neutral shade. Because even though the neutral concealer from Kat Von D is, well, it's neutral, but I feel like it's almost too yellow for me. So I just mixed the two to create the perfect concealer, and again going in with a tiny little eyeshadow brush from Real Techniques to buff it all in, small little circles so it doesn't accentuate my pores or anything. Now the skin is looking nice and fresh. We want to go ahead and set all of that magic with some Laura Mercier translucent powder once again. And I always like to pat first and then swipe away. I feel like I get the most product out of it without baking it into my skin because I do not like that technique at all. It just doesn't suit me, and I also feel like it's too much makeup, you know? So yeah, just like patting in the areas where I need it most, just a T-zone, and pretty much lightly everywhere else. So now I'm making a little double wing, as you can see. So I'm applying that same black eyeshadow on the bottom lash line, winging it out so it looks like a V at the outer corner, and then do not line it directly on the lash line. Line it a little bit lower so it opens the eyes a little bit more, and we're going to create a cat eye corner, just curving it inwards towards the eye and connecting the two lines together, as you can see there. And it just gives the eyes a very nice cat eye shape. Taking the Makeup Forever Flash Palette in white, I'm going to go ahead and apply that white in between the black lines, and we're also going to apply it on the waterline, which don't do. Again, I just don't have a white eyeliner. I'm not prepared for any of this. I'm so sorry. Then we're going to draw on some black little false lashes on the bottom lash line. The fake one that we created, of course, for the cat. And I loved how this came out. Super cute. And here's what I did. I applied some Perversion mascara right on the tips of my lashes. So I kept the top part white and the bottom parts of my lashes black. So everything ties in seamlessly rather than having white little eyelashes stick out. That was kind of really annoying. And I'm applying some white eyeshadow very lightly on top of that champagne just to tie the look together because I feel like it was almost too gold compared to the white. So I just wanted to brighten up a bit on the lid. And that's what we should have by now. So I'm taking the NYX Micro Brow Pencil in Ash Brown. You guys know this is my all-time favorite pencil. It's $10 and it lasts forever. So I always line the bottom part of my brow and then the top part. I connect the two lines together and then I fill it in. So that way I create the perfect brow for me. I'm going to go ahead and do a brow routine for you guys so you can see what I do, and maybe you guys can figure out a nice technique for your brows at home. So now I'm taking the Glossier Boy Brow in Blonde, and I'm going to furrow my, or blend my, I don't know what to call this, what I'm doing here, brush up my eyebrow hairs in order for it to look like furrowed and ruffled, like a cat's. They're not perfect. I mean, cats don't have eyebrows, but you know what I mean. Now I'm taking this peachy blush from the NYX Sweet Cheeks palette and applying it on the apples of my cheeks and blending it towards the back. With the NYX Pro Contour palette, I'm mixing these two shades right here. One that's a little bit more gray and one that's a little bit more on the bronzy side. Let's just create the perfect contour shade for my skin. And I'm gonna go ahead and contour my face, doing like a 3 on the side. That's the best way I can describe it. And I'm also gonna go ahead and take a smaller brush and contour the sides of my nose. Not making it too harsh, but definitely something that you would be able to notice because I do want it to make it look like I have like a little cat nose, like a perfect little cat nose. Anyways, taking some black eyeshadow and I'm kind of creating a heart right on the tip of my nose, on the bottom, and then I connected a line between those two little shapes there. So I created the perfect little nostrils for the cat. I love it. Now I am connecting a black line to the Cupid's bow. Applying some NYX Liquid Suede Lip Cream in Alien. Such a good lipstick. It's honestly the most pigmented black lipstick that I've ever tried without getting patchy, and it's only $7.50, okay? Can you tell that I used to work at NYX? Anyways, this is a Mehron makeup powder in white. I'm gonna go ahead and pat that on the kind of, you know, right where your smile lines are, right above the lip. Yeah, that's where you want to apply it, just to accentuate and highlight and bring it out so it looks like we have a little snout. And we're gonna go ahead and apply some, oh, Okay, NYX Mega Shine Lip Gloss in Sugar Pie on the bottom lip. Just to add some color and shine. Some more of that white powder on the chin just to accentuate that some more and bring it out to the surface. Taking a black eyeshadow and a little tiny eyeliner brush, I'm gonna go ahead and apply some dots where we had applied that white powder just so I can simulate the little hair follicles and the little whiskers. You know, these are where the little whiskers come out of, so. Here are the little whiskers. Just flick them right out of the hair follicles, or not even directly, it could be off the side, but just flick them so it looks more natural. Now I'm taking the Balms Mary Luminizer highlighter, my favorite highlighter of all time, and I'm gonna go ahead and apply that on the apples of my cheeks and right above my brow bone, a little bit on my nose bridge and on my chin as well. And I went to town with highlighter this day just because I wanted to look extra glam. Now I'm setting it all with the Mario Badescu facial spray, my favorite facial spray ever. So good, so refreshing. Well, there you guys have it. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a big fat thumbs up, comment down below what you want to see next, and of course subscribe for more. Don't forget to check out the description box for all of my socials and products mentioned and used. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, I love you all very much. Mwah.